Yo, what is up? You know the drill. This your boy Crypto Bro. Make sure that if you're watching this, feel free to speed up the content. Recommended settings are always going to be 1.2, 1.5 if you're a lunatic. Um, and yeah, I like to just say speed it up a little bit, get all the information in. We finna get started in a second, man. Kick back and relax to the tunes. All right. Let's turn this music down. Let's go here. And now we'll go right here. All right. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Crypto will make you cry. Do not invest in SHIT. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Crypto Land? What's up? I said Crypto Land. We in Crypto Land. I like to also say, what's up, Internet Land? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, coming back again with another video. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, just a dude that likes crypto a lot, and I make music. The beat in the background is the song that I make. Every single thing, every time I stream, and that's why I switch up the songs because these are things I've just been sitting on. But I know I said like way back, so if you've been following me for a minute, I said I was gonna do the NFT package. Still should do it. Probably will come out very soon. Seems like all the pieces are falling into place. So I'm letting that shit happen, man. I'm letting the stars just guide the way uh, things are appearing on the path, I should say. So it's on the way though. Content is there. If you enjoy these songs, shout outs to you. Leave a thumbs up or a comment, comment emojis in the comments if you enjoy the music that is on the stream. But yeah, man, I am not a financial advisor. That's not me. We just tapping into crypto, bro. Busting that shit with logic. But let's get into it. Yo, what's up, Dr. V Ray? What up, Brian? We got Kodos live from New York. Me too, bro. What's up, Steven? Thank you for Zenmon. I be tapping in. It's my daily. That's my daily. Zenpub is my daily. Hey, we got Blue Bites in the hat. In the house. Wiggity, bro. Keep it chill. That's how we do it. You saw my pods yesterday get smacked up, bro. It was sad. It was sad, but hey, that in the park home run though, that was fire. I ain't never seen one of those live. That was pretty insane. Um, but yeah, right now I got the Zen Pub up of DXN. I know this is going to be the hottest topic. I'm actually getting kicked up, man. Somebody on because I'm gonna do the work here. Somebody on Twitter said that I sold my DXN at $10. Not the case. I actually sold my DXN right in this level of $12. So like the first DXN I sold for 1200 was 11 p.m. UTC time. So like 6 days ago. So yeah, I DCA'd my bag out. Instead of grabbing a week of divs or reflections, I seized the opportunity to just kind of DCA out of DBZen. So let's do DBZen Monday. So you know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking DBZen fan. Now the thing is, being a fan in this game, there's many different ways to play it, and there's many different ways to look at it. And I want to play it the way that I don't usually get to play things. So I'm playing it like a fucking whale, dude, as if I have $1 million in this thing. And how would a millionaire move in DBZen? Not how a thousandaire would move, because we want people with millions to come into this vehicle. So there will be cycles that you need to respect that give you the opportunity to find the best deal while everybody else is trying to, I guess, yield. Yeah, there it is. Do you want a deal or yield? Right? I want to find the deals and I'll yield. And that's why I love all of the subchain DXNs, because all that subchain is like a cool place to stack up right now since it's so cheap. And again, Zen is in abundance in a certain way, but it's not really in abundance yet. Like in 2024, we'll see a bunch of Zen push into the market. Could be like a sell the news event, who knows? But I think it'll be a good time, or it'll be a great opportunity for people who want to get into burning dApps, dApps that burn Zen, because right now would be the opportunity. You wouldn't want to be in the burning dApp when everybody has their Zen, right? Like you want to be in the burning dApp before everybody has their Zen, so you have your position that could be larger than everyone else's, you know? And there's different ways to play it. That's why right now we're dealing with this distribution model. And that's what makes DBZen flawless product. Trustless yield. At the same time, no pre-allocated coins, no VC funding, you know, all the first principles of crypto, everything we love in Zen world. So just because of that, it's fun to play this thing on the other side as if you're trading $1 million already, right? So why do I say it like that? Basically, there's so much money going into this thing, right? There's a lot of Ethereum that's going in and a lot of burn Zen. Like we are at 3.7 trillion Zen, which is over $6.9 million. All right. And then we have ETH that has come through the contract. Total ETH that has entered this contract is over $7.8 million, 4,145 ETH on this shit chain. I like it, but damn it, I hate it. Good sponsorship, but darn, it's hard to make the thing. My problem with Ethereum is it's hard to be critical with ETH because it's not free roaming, so you can't really explore and blossom on Ethereum. You're very shelled in because of how thick the fees are, or how I don't know, educated the users are, right? So very mature style of thing. I like to think of it 35 and up club over here at Ethereum. So I do love the freeness and the recklessness of the other chains because that lower fee, again, just feels like a better user experience. But looking at Ethereum is the thing everyone's looking at. No one's looking away from this. And it's just because it's Ethereum. It's got the whales, it's got the legacy, it's got everything built around it. So there is going to be a lot of value in Ethereum DBZen, but it makes me wonder if like, because of how good the product is, like, will this value bleed into the other chains? And we'll talk about that. That's why I'm wailing, I guess you could say, in the Avalanche community, because I can see it. I can see these dApps being the best dApps on Avalanche, hence the title. This dApp is available on Avalanche, but it's going to be its most successful on Ethereum because the ETH is legacy. And if you're a new Avalanche follower to the Crypto Bro series, welcome. Make sure you like, subscribe. I ain't throwing up no red triangles though. Y'all ain't gonna get me on that one. But the tech is tight, so I'm here. And yeah, these products are gonna be the most valuable on Ethereum, and that's just simply because Zen is rooted in Ethereum. The the logic, at least in my opinion, is that Ethereum is the closest to Bitcoin, and Ethereum is the hub. So if you're plugged into the hub, then it gives you more opportunity to disrupt the hub frequently. Like Zen disrupts ETH any like when okay basically when Zen came out, it disrupted everything. So it even disrupted Ethereum, rose the gas prices. When DBZen came out, there was a lot of gas interaction When Zen Nights was happening, we were fucking up the chain again. So every time the Zen effect happens on ETH, the chain feels it, you know? So I could see that on every single chain. Anytime there's a Zen effect or something popping in Zen, it affects the chain, and then the chain has to respond to the new users. So it happens in ETH though. ETH is where this philosophy of user interaction is coming from because of how mature the users are. They've been using MetaMask for the longest. They understand everything. They have their dApps. They know how DeFi works. They know how uh, decentralized trading works. And that's why, again, Ethereum is just a better product when we think about user education. The users are educated, but every single blockchain has this same fucking product, which is hilarious to me. But I understand the psychology behind the Ethereum. But yeah, if you have a really good blockchain with a lot of education happening, a lot of learning, it expands users on users on users because everybody just wants to learn and earn and burn. Joe Blau. Um, but yeah, so that's why ETH is going up, crushing it. Now, the fees that occurred in this cycle are stupid. 17 ETH. Now, when you burn Zen, which was 29 billion, ETH is attached to the Zen, goes into the pool that is then rained or dropped on everybody that minted in the cycle. So there was 26 minters. Now, the issue here, not issue, it's actually kind of fun now to look at because now it's all playing out. DVZen has been released on all chains now. We're going on 2 months, 60 days or so, 77. Oh, now we're on 66 day 60. Oh, day 67. Excuse me. We're on day 67, so it's still building out. But yesterday there was someone who threw a Hail Mary. Let's actually look at this account here. But they threw a Hail Mary. They went ahead and did the 25 bean burn. You know what I'm saying? Cost over $45,000 worth of Zen. I mean, they think the bottom is in. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But yeah, the transaction cost was roughly around $25,000 as well. The DXN value has gone down significantly. So the price players didn't want this person to win. That's funny how it updated like that. So technically, this person was, yeah, it was like 70K. Or here, we'll just say, yeah, 6 and then, yeah, 70K. 71. Fuck it. We'll put the hundreds in there. So $71,000 interaction, right? Participation. Went into the pool, and then this person was rewarded almost 7,000 tokens. Now, this is how DXN works, and I don't think people have been able to actually see it, so I'm glad that we were able to capture this because this is how it works. Every day there's a 24-hour auction for coins, right? Those coins being an available amount that's dropped every single day. So where is it at here? Do they have how many coins are coming out? I gotta go to the website. Here we go over here to the website. To the website. Oh, I'm not logged in. Oh shit. Hold up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. What's up, y'all? Yo, summer solstice. Nigel White, what it do? T-Bones. You know what I'm saying? What up, D Angel? Thanks for pulling up to the screen. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Diving in on some DBZen. But like, yeah, so every single day, this is the best way to see DBZen working currently because it's actually working. This is what we want to see. We want to see the squeeze near bottoms. Maybe this shit happens every single day. I feel like it will happen more. What's happening right now, how long it took us to get to this moment, I think will become faster and faster and faster. Where you won't have to wait 60 days for the cycle to repeat itself. Even though 60 days is pretty fast, dude. Like what? Most times in crypto, you wait like years for a cycle to go through one rotation. DBZen, once it bottoms, it's going to go through the rotation because this is what it's designed to do. Before there was no coins, so it was difficult to see this, but I was already knowing that when the coins came into rotation, that this is what we would need to go through in order for the the product to have value. So if DBZen really progresses through this turbulence, this is epic for crypto, in my opinion. And I am full blown supporting this idea of the formula because this decentralized uh, vehicle of DeFi is so abstract. It pays you yield for people's participation, decentralized. Then it rewards you a DeFi token that you can do anything with in the decentralized world. And all you need to start the vehicle is a little bit of ETH. It's not a little bit, but we got one ETH is a little bit. So it's a little bit of ETH and a little bit of Zen. And then now you can start this engine where as long as you hold your DXN, you're going to be able to participate in these protocol fees from people trying to get DXN from a daily auction, right? So that was the basic points of this phenomenal app, man. That was all it's about, right? Now the thing that makes it a game is DXN and the price that comes with delivering a token that gives you rewards of a native brand, right? Of a native coin of the actual, gas token, right? It's almost like it pays you back gas. You put in some gas, right? And then the igniter will be your Zen. Burn that shit. Throw in the gas, throw in the thing you need to ignite. Boom, DXN on the other side the next day. And that's why DXN is bullish, bro. Don't get it twisted. But the problem that we're facing right now, it's not a problem, but this is the piece of the formula that needs to make sense and then it can push, is this part. So every day in a 24-hour period, it's based on the burn ratio, right? So the top burner gets all the coins. It's not about how much you burn, it's about how much they burn. And if the top burner has no competition and then they do the 25 bang, they potentially do the super snipe, which will then take all of the coins and everybody below is just wrecked pretty much at that point. And this can be fixed. This is fixed with more players. And my theory on how you get more players so that this doesn't become lopsided quickly, and why I feel that's why it's like, oh, okay, cool, we must be getting to some bottom, because the cool part is that there's people who also believe in DXN. I'm not a lonely soldier here. There's also some other very intelligent people out there that go, hey, wait a second, what's going on here? This might be something different. So they're keeping the pool propped, in my opinion. And that's because they're making fees on trading, right? You can put some liquidity in the pool. Here's another game in DBZen. You put some liquidity in the pool, then bam, as everybody is playing a tug of war for the price, you're just collecting fees off of them. And you want it to go lower anyways, right? So the educated liquidity providers are providing in the direction in which they want to go. So maybe some of them want to exit and they're providing a heavy side of DXN. You know what I'm saying? Getting the crazy divs of just like DXN's gone out of the pool. They just restake DXN gone, DXN gone. So they're DCAing out. But then you got those people who have crazy ranges that are trying to catch DXN on the downside because they see that there could be some sort of potential if the price gets low enough. And I love that narrative. That's the narrative I'm playing because I feel it too. And I feel like that narrative is the strongest narrative to give you the most gains. And if I had $1 million to invest, funny money. I mean, that's kind of like me on AZN, because on AZN I got 18,000 DXN. And I'm not planning on selling it because I get the part of hodling, right? If you have enough, there's just another piece to this where if people are willing to hold, it not only stabilizes the price, but it creates a market in which that no one can enter. It's like it's a real gated community. You've seen it with the whole post chain thing. If you are still looking for a reason to verify that this is real, right? Like if you don't let people in because there's no liquidity for them to get, then this causes the other side to have the power of the liquidity. So once those people get to come into the gated area, you can control them more because now your side has all the liquidity. In Zen world, this is every single subchain because again, it's based on the community. So like that's why I'm like, damn, it's crazy that Avalanche community has not picked up on this. I mean, I understand why Polygon community didn't. I understand why Binance chain community didn't. I see Moonbeams like World trying to get out here, but but the I'll show you why I'm just not putting them in the same category. Phantom, I hear the community, but I don't really see them as well on the internet. Like I see these red triangles. So those red triangle motherfuckers, um, there's some liquidity over there, and I know that they like DeFi and they would love DXN for this theory of liquidity provider is winning. This is so insane. Because if you know that it's going to go down and you provide liquidity to gather more DXN, and you know that DXN is scarce already, it's only 5 million coins, only this much can come out. Like, why wouldn't you shift the pool so that no one is burning or no one grasps that the time is to burn. So you shift the pools to where you are mining them out and dumping them to get the lowest price, and you already know you want the low. So that's what I feel like we're in right now. Somebody, which we could check out this address. They're probably gonna be stealth mode though. I would be stealth if I did that shit 10 hours ago. 13 Ethereum. It ain't nothing. This account doesn't even have any Ethernet. Um, this account doesn't have. I mean, okay, never mind. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You got mad ETH, 8 ETH. But I'm not gonna do no investigative work because fuck all that shit. But yeah, they got some Zen in here. They burned it, so they must have bought and burned. Unless we see a bunch of yeah, they bought and burned. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, they imported it from the exchange. So it might be an exchange, but I doubt it. This is the part of the game where I feel like if you have the money to afford to do it, people are gonna do it because it's too easy. It's like, yeah, push it down. I'm providing liquidity on one side. Price goes down. I steal the lobby. Everybody else buys, becomes my exit liquidity for the next lobby, and the game continues. The reason why I'm also sold though that this game is gonna end is because there was too much money made on the upside. So there's money to be made on the down in DXN, and then there's money to be made on the top. So that shit's crazy. This can happen over and over again because, and that's what I'm saying. We're almost nearing the end of the cycle in this DeFi world, where this is gonna happen maybe at higher prices. Is something I'm imagining. Like my imagination, my hopium, is like what we're seeing down here will be a tradition. And then again, because the one factor to this that makes it amazing is Zen, right? So it is still attached to Zen price, and I'll show that in a second. But let's see how many coins. If my AVAX bag turned into my ETH bag, because they're the same. This is the same protocol, just a different chain. So price is just justified by the community. Again, why I was saying like community drives Zen. Any community is ready to be vamped, and even Zenians can vamp communities, which I believe. And yeah, if I had my bag over here, it'd be worth 200K. Damn, that's crazy, right? And this is like why I'm sold that like DXN has opportunity, or DBZen as a protocol has opportunity on any successful blockchain if the community wants it to be successful, because they could pump in. Now, like it's just like Zen. It's like you can pump in as much of the protocol fee as you want, but it also shows you how wealthy the crowd is. And again, I mean, it's crypto wealth, I guess, at this point. And most people are crypto wealthy on Ethereum and not so much everywhere else, which they can be. Now we have bridges and shit. We're in a full blown bear market, so take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. But like you see here on the DXN chart, they only have 24 in liquidity. So big players can't exit, and everybody's forced to learn. And this is what's cool about this part though, is whenever these liquidity pools start growing for DXN on other chains, it's going to turn into a real monster. But it's based on community, and the community is on ETH, so makes it easy. They're gonna dump it. Also, another good variable. Again, my low on DXN is like $7. Lowest, or I guess you could say my bridge, if I want to call it that, because I would love to see it dance on this, kind of like give us this idea that this is a real support line, and then see some upside potential. And again, if you've been in the Twitter Spaces area arena, Rosvin said that DB's NFTs probably won't even come out until July. So that makes for perfect opportunity for extra downside. Because if you know how DB's NFTs are going to work, then you know DXN will have a new utility, causing a new player to enter the arena. Right now, the arena is just liquidity and divs. And I see the liquidity kids winning the most. Even I'm like, dude, I need to provide liquidity because people are just going to keep buying this shit. You could tell them, like, hey, this is a bad buy. Like, I literally was like, this is not good. But people want to buy on the way down because they don't want to burn and they're saying I'm DCAing, which makes sense. It's all right. It's all good. I'm playing deals. So the best deal will be when Zen finds a floor. All right. So going back to it, I can't sell from Phantom Zen on the decks. Don't load a quote when I try to sell. Damn. On Spooky Swap? What's up, Cashew? She said, what's up, Zinians? Mint on. Yeah, man. Mint away. Make sure you max minting because the conversation is going to change in 400 days. In 400 days, like I said at the beginning of the stream, real quick, you're going to want to have all the Zen. You're going to want to be part of that rush of Zen and knowing every single one of these protocols and knowing how to place your Zen on a daily matter. Because if you haven't caught on yet, um, Zen is controlling all of these dApps, and the price on these dApps will probably uh, depeg more likely in the future when Zen is being burned faster than it's being made. That's another reason why I'm into Avalanche because it's the lowest cap supply Zen currently. So out of all the other Zens, it's the lowest cap. And since it's the lowest cap, we could go on a burn tangent over there and basically vamp. In my opinion, we could maybe do this idea of like vamping a blockchain because we're gonna burn up all their coins. We're gonna burn up all of our coins, and then our dApps would be priced to the idea of the coins being all gone. Because that's the plan on Ethereum, right? If not, then this is stupid. But in ETH, aren't we trying to burn all of the Zen and have it mine slower than it's being supplied, right? That's like the really bullish sentiment of Zen. We're almost there. That's kind of why I'm personally still looking for some downside because what I just said is abstract as fuck. It's like super easy to understand, but for other people, it's actually very abstract. Like the idea of like no coins. I don't know why. Like everybody's like, nah, there needs to be a max supply. Like there needs to be a cap supply. So and so on. But in my opinion, Zen really does solve the make your own coin argument when it comes to crypto of abundance because you can make as many as you want, you can burn as many as you want, and then playing these dApps. That's what I'm saying. These dApps are gonna be dope when everybody has Zen and they can really appreciate and price as the Zen comes into flourishing or fruition. Fruition. There we go. God damn. See, I'm spark noting it. But as the Zen comes into fruition, then we'll see that mixture of the yin and yang happening, and then hopefully it's a cycle-based thing, in my opinion, where every time there's a cycle of Zen that comes out, maybe you see a dump in Zen products because everybody can burn for them, and you like want to be on the opposite side of that, where it's like, oh shit, the burn's coming up, like I'm looking. I see a bunch of Zen coming out, and blah blah blah. Like, because that's really what we are here, man. We're the meteorologists of the Zen world. That's all I am. I'm a meteorologist of the Zen world. Yo, what's up, Crypto Boogie? Nigel White says DBZen is a game that rewards whales who got massive discounts on fees if they can enter with a large number of batches. For minnows, get your DXN on a slow gas day and then just take the daily drip. There is that game, Nigel. I feel like I don't want to lead someone into a war where mentally they can't chill. So it's best to think of it, in my opinion. I like Nigel's opinion, just stake it and forget it. That's a good way of doing it. Buy it on the low, stake it and forget it. Don't look at the things. But if you want to see an active player to try to get the best outcome, I think playing it with the Zen and watching those cycles go, you'll be coming out quick. You'll be coming out very fast. You feel me? Like, or at least that's why I'm trying to say. Like, it's crazy to me that DBZen is a 60-day cycle. Like, most cycles take forever. Look how long this cycle's been taking for Zen to come all the way down here. Where are we at? April 19th. Okay, I guess we're. I guess. Well, no, not real. This is a new cycle. So how long did this cycle take to even get to this rejection here? Let's see. From November 3rd, dude. So November 3rd to March, or to the DBZen launch, March 22nd. That's over December, January, February, March. So that's 4 months. So that's 120 days. 120-day cycle right here. That's DBZen just cut this cycle in half. And this is a trader cycle. Ugh. That's why I'm like, man, I love dApps. dApps are so fast in the idea of ROI. If it can be trustless and it can be like this DBZen world where the cycles come faster than people think. Now, maybe we do get like a 120-day cycle in DBZen. Maybe that can happen, but I feel like that'd be way later in the time, you know? And I don't know what price we would be at. That's what I'm trying to dictate in my head right now. It's like, well, how do cycles get faster in crypto? Because there's some new shit in that I'm just analyzing. Like maybe somebody out there can figure this shit out too, but like crypto's moving cycles because of the way the halvening works for Bitcoin. So we know Bitcoin is on a 4-year cycle that's like connected to the government, and then that helps Bitcoin with its halvenings as it goes to make sure that it is a financially free tool for the populace, right? So that program, that algorithm of Bitcoin, having that type of halvening style gives it the opportunity to like elevate, blah blah blah. So we know the cycles. So cryptos are getting faster. Like even Hex in its cycle was like it took 2 years to get to the top. You know, Zen I feel like will be a lot faster than everything else. But this 120-day cycle compared to this DBZen 60-day cycle is insane. Look at the chart down here. This is a beautiful chart too. Oof, gotta love the Zen chart right now, man. It's a beautiful chart. But looking at DXN, this ran and then it's correcting. That's why I'm loving it, because it's like it ran, it corrected. Let's go to we gotta zoom out though on the daily. Ew, zoom in. All right, let's take off these things too. So like what I like about the architecture of this right here is like on the daily time frame, it's like the cycle is reversed. It instead of like it going viciously down, I feel like you'll have like these crazy candles up. And you know what had this? Doge chain. Let me see if I can find that chart. Like way back in the day when I used to like look at Doge chain, it always had these like sporadic pumps, and it would catch a little nib, pump again, catch a little nib, and then it would just dump. Right? Maybe that's what DBZen's gonna do. Maybe they'll pump it heavy and then release the coins. But I feel like the way that it's lined up and it's set up so people can never really get out. And to get out would be to give up your position after we leave these levels. Like that's why I was like, oh, I'm not giving up a position if we're playing a game of of tug of war, because that means sometimes the flag is in my court or on my side of the line. And then it's my duty to make sure that if I'm getting pulled to the other side, that I comprehend and respond in a sense. And that's how I see DXN right now. It's like, okay, this the downers have the power, but they're running out already. You see here on the RSI, right? It's a reverse Zen chart. DXN is the reverse Zen chart. Oh, no way. Dank, is it really called Morris's Law? Morris's Law is why the cycle time frames are shorter. What's Morris's Law? Let's look at that. You know what's crazy is it's got the Moors in it. It's got the Mo. Moore's Law is an observation that the number of transcenders is in an integrated circuit of fixed size doubles about every 2 years. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Damn, dog, but this shit is fast, so fuck a 2-year. This Moore's Law on Zen. How do you turn 2 years into 1 year, then 1 year into It's insane, dude. But yeah, Moore's law. I guess that's what we're dealing with here. Because I'm totally feeling it at this point. Reverse Moore's law though. Because once we get to a certain level on DXN, the the price is gonna force the pool to turn around. And then new people won't be here, so they won't understand that like you need to pay attention to the lobby. And they'll be the people that will get caught in the next cycle at the top, chasing the lobby, right? They put the carrot in front of their face, they're chasing the lobby. Um, and then there'll be people chasing the price. So we know that's gonna come because it was built in right here. That first doo doo and then doo doo, right? A little pullback, but then doo doo, right? That was a good confirmation that like, oh wow, people took the bait pretty fast, right? It wasn't even out more than a week, 2 weeks, I should say. People took the bait, and then they sold it down very, very, very nice with the lobby. So maybe we get oversold. That's why I'm like, or not. Maybe we get. Yes, we get oversold. We have to, because the only way for us not to is for the lobby to return, and that will force higher prices. Because then the whales, like this person, would need to protect their position, and protect with protection comes capital. So right now they don't have to protect their position. They're just like throwing everybody around. They're winning the battles. It's just like the real gladiators, just like, get out of here. I got 70K. Right? But imagine if a group of people have 70K. Now that one whale needs to have 140 because they're going up against heads. And that's why I'm super bullish on DXN being burned for XN tokens after the auction phase going into the future. Because then that shows that you can actually build a blockchain on top of DBZN, in my opinion. 'Cause yeah, I mean, once they put XN out and you can burn these tokens for XN tokens and for infinity, right? Like, that's gonna be crazy, dude. It's gonna take everything out of proportions. Another thing, and that's kind of why my tinfoil hat theory is one day this burn will be smart contracts. It won't be a bunch of people playing. It'll be a whole bunch of computers playing each other, trying to grab as much DXN as they can to rebalance some bullshit or something. But as the player of today, you're actually playing with real people, real people behaviors, and you can study how people behave in this burn cycle, and it's an amazing research tool, dude. Like it's insanity. Um, Actually, it just means just I'm just like free forming right now. So that's actually kind of crazy to think about because if you don't know, like DBZen is like the best way to mine a coin. When you mine using DBZen, or like if you create a business on top of DBZen, on top of the mining algorithm where somebody has to provide Zen and native to get a new coin, and then you provide a service with the coin, with the new, or you provide a service with the new coin, right? And if it's just like DBZen where you're automatically airdropping them the native that they just participated with to create that new coin, right? Like that new coin now has the most important part of starting a project or anything in crypto. It has some sort of liquidity package because now you can recycle the liquidity. If you set it up correctly, there's a lot of ways you can play this as a business looking for something to fork, right? Like that's kind of how I'm seeing DXN now. It's like the ultimate burn. Phoenix is really cool for community building. It's a great way to educate your community on how to build, just how to build, how to stake long, how penalties work. Real DeFi things. Just like how to be your own bank. That's why I like Phoenix, bro. Um, yeah, and again, Phoenix is on Avalanche. It's kicking ass. Let's zoom in on this. What it do? What's up, crypto mum? Don't forget Murphy's Law applies perfectly to crypto. Murphy's Law. Let's look at that one too. We got a lot of laws going on here. That must mean Zen is up to something, right? We got Murphy's Law, Morris Law. What's the other one with the one that everybody likes to drop? What's it called? I don't know. The one about the connection network. Is that Murphy's Law? Murphy's Law is an advantage. Or wait, what is this? The perceived per 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 city shit, dude. I can't get that shit out of my mouth. Fuck it. I don't know. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and at the worst possible time. I guess so. Yeah. I mean, anything can go wrong. I mean, that's life. Like how I can't say that word right now because my brain is fried on the camera. So one thing about being like live is like you be thinking and then you be like, damn, but I'm live. I gotta say this now. Oh boy. But yeah, look at that Phoenix. Phoenix came out this week on all the remaining chains. Pretty funny. Doge chain is still a ghost chain. More proof that they've turned that chain off. They don't want you to burn. They don't want anything Zen going on over there. Um, which is okay. I don't know what's going on Doge chain. Not paying attention to it. Look at Eve Moss. Eve Moss family, 135 billion Zen burned, or my bad, 1.3 trillion Zen been burned on Eve Moss. That's pretty insane. They came in the #1 place of the weekend's burn. And I hear Eve Moss got it going on. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going based off social analytics. And socially, I see more Avalanche supporters than I do anything else. Like on Twitter, they got good Twitter. Like you can go and look up Twitter. You can look up Avalanche or look up AVAX. And like you'll see like it's popping. So let's look. Oh yeah, Rosvin. He's coming to the dark side. He's choosing Avalanche too. They got some shit going. You know, they just had some posts. Some weird shit. But yeah, Avalanche, Joe Plow. So you see, actually, you could almost say the Zen world is running Avalanche at that point. Hey, look at me. My chat's up here. My shit's going up. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. We vamping this motherfucker. This is our chain. Till X1 comes out. Then we're all moving over there. Jack actually had a funny tweet that made a bunch of people gassy. But yeah, man, we just using these chains for now, dude. It's just block space. The real chain comes out X1. We'll be all probably moving over there, no lie. Because it doesn't really make sense to keep bouncing between these chains if they're not going to figure out the problem, which is users. And the users want to have a home. They don't want to just keep bouncing around. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. That's not the key. And then Avalanche is a great blockchain, but you could just see that the social interaction over there. I bet if I do Eve Moss too, it's going to be just Zenians. See, guys, we're championing these chains. They're not championing us. We're championing them. That's kind of why I was like, oh, I'm not going to champion anything but Avalanche because I don't want to champion some other shit. Look at that. Joe Blau, Joseph, Phoenix. Feel me? Guys, we run these blockchains. We are their social analytic. They might not say it, but it's us. Now, I can't speak for the other chains. What'd you call it? Phantom? Gonna speak for Phantom. Let's see if Zen's on top. Probably not, though. I love Eve Moss. It is on its first cycle. No other chain with Zen is in its first cycle. Oh, so that's why it's forever down right now? I saw that. I was looking at their coin market cap. I was like, damn, this coin is forever down. So it's the first cycle. But what does it represent? What in crypto is it really fixing? So connecting to Bitcoin. Because I'm sold that Bitcoin is the mission. And it's never, like, what do you call it? That meme where it's the dude standing behind the astronaut with a gun. And he's like, it's always been this way. That's how I feel about Bitcoin. Like every time I turn around, it's like, it's always been this way. Hold Bitcoin. Why are you running away? Why are you running? This is me running from Bitcoin. Why are you running? See, I looked at the all one time on Eve Moss. I was like, damn, this shit forever down. Shit pulling the Jack Levin. But it had those micro pumps. And this is where I'm at with it with all of these coins. They get seized by the shill community. The shill community stops shilling. And then they have no tech that brings them back. That's why I'm bullish on X1. X1's gonna be all forever up. Because we're starting in a reverse manner than these other chains. Because we're just using them to port. Like even Ethereum, right? Like even ETH is a porting chain. Like no one really cares about what's going on, but they want the XEN to burn for X1. So I just see it as transferring economical energy, and that's why I feel like partnering yourself with a good blockchain that is going to offer you a partnership is something that you might want to look for in your experience. Um, and I just say this because I can hit all, even though they've had their cycle, what I love about AVAX right now is it is still above water from its debut in 21. So because of that, that makes me be like, all right, they've gone through a lot of shit. They had the Moon Boy season, then they had the bull market Moon Boy season, and now they could totally sell down, but instead they're holding their peg. Same with like Binance Chain, Polygon, but every other chain looks like this. So I'm just curious. I guess it's the same for Moonbeam. We have to give them time to grow. Not being an asshole by saying, hey guys, speed it up. I'm a fucking crypto veteran. This is some bullshit. The world has many currencies, so based upon people, our local XEN can take the place of those countries' currencies. XEN will protect them from capital fight restrictions. Hell to the yeah, man. That's why I'm sold on XEN. I'm like, dude, we're literally what you just said, Dank, about the world currencies are jacked. Like that's the cryptocurrency world too. Like everybody wants to come out with a layer one, but can no one follow through like a Bitcoin? Everybody. Like you go to Bitcoin's thing and it's just massively different. Massively different than every other coin. And now they have BRC20s. So I'm already venturing my some of my self into Bitcoin, DCA. Getting into bits, keeping some of the ETH because we run ETH as well. But Bitcoin is getting very, 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 very nice. I mean, but the thing once you start dipping your toes in Bitcoin, you gotta like look at the world, right? So that's why I'm still a little worried, because I don't want it to go lower on me. But if I buy it, if I believe in buying it here, I shouldn't feel like I shouldn't have to buy it here. So that's kind of why I'm like, all right, the DCA has to start happening on Bitcoin, whether we go backwards or forwards, because we at the end of this shit. This is the end of the cycle. The halvening. When's the halvening? BTC halvening. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Who cares? I didn't look down in time. It's gonna pop up anyways. Who's gonna have the best date? Which one? All right, let's look at this one. Buy Bitcoin worldwide. Buy BitcoinWorldwide.com. Big ass URL. Will Xenon burn the extra Zen in the xeNFT? No. Xenon sells the extra Zen needed for the fee. It sells it on the open market. So it doesn't recycle it or anything. Main reason I'm here, Zen is just plain fun. I like charts too. I still feel like a child in a toy shop. Facts. Charts are just fun to keep the climate. What's crazy is that there are people who live in areas in the planet where they have to check their finances daily. They might need to go like I heard a story where some people they have to go every single day and exchange money back and forth just so that they can make sure that they got a better deal on the money. Like maybe they want to turn up like how we do in crypto, like how it's easy to call a dump because of the climate. Like imagine living your life in a world where that's every day. You got to make sure you got enough chips for Friday. So you got to sell your chips on Monday to rebuy back on Wednesday. Like that's some normal shit. But that's kind of why like it's fun to read charts and become, in my opinion, a power player in chart reading, so that if you need to balance your books, you're like, oh, okay, I know what the fuck's going on. But yeah, 321 days until the halving. So April 15th, 2024. Bitcoin's programmed. It's an algorithm. It's a money algorithm. Bitcoin halving, nothing too special. Blocks get harder to make. Money is made. But I did hear something really, really dope this weekend where it was like, what if Bitcoin was built this way to fight the government concepts? Because now, if you look at the way that the government has to speak about cryptocurrencies, since it's become a full of philosophical market, I want to say a lot of philosophy is coming from the crypto market right now about just human life, bruh. Like, come on, right? So there is a better quality of life associated with crypto, and I can see it like being really implemented this year in this presidential um, run. Like, there's already two presidents saying I support Bitcoin, right? 2024, I support Bitcoin. So now it's a thing where if you try to even get near the ballot, you better support crypto. So no, we going into this 2024. They built the happening around every single presidential concept. So lots of good and bad in that. But with Bitcoin going up, so does the other markets, right? That's why we're still bullish on our internal internal things going on, because this is where the action will be. This will be the heartbeat of the chains. Will be all the DeFi. But Bitcoin, we are bullish on this shit, bro. Especially with the ordinals. People gonna be moving so slow, and then they're gonna find X1 chain. Yo, it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be like, "What chain am I on? Am I on Bitcoin?" No, you took the red pill. You're on X1 chain. You ported your BTC over so you could get yield in DBZen BTC. Or something crazy. But yeah, Bitcoin's looking good. The U.S. also said in 2025, no more spending, no more ceiling, just spending. Great for crypto. That's why crypto's pumping. They're like, damn, they're gonna spend money forever. Fuck it, pump it. So, Bitcoin's looking good. It controls the market. Um, Ethereum's looking good. Like, what more do you want, people? Now that's why I'm like, yo, these other chains down here, they're fighting for number three. I've always said this though. I've always said that in the next bull run, what are the top three looking like? Because right now it's backwards. These three, four, five, Tether, USD coin, BNB, like none of this shit is crypto, right? And it's like if this is where we are, where none of it's crypto besides number one and number two, right? Um, I don't know, man. That's why I'm like, I see XEN crypto at least at number three, if not flipping ETH, or we get two on the board, which would be X1 and XEN, because the way XEN is designed, it's literally designed to be the market cap of X1, right? Because you're gonna burn XEN to be to get you as your gateway to X1, so it should share a parallel of market cap. And if X1 is trying to be a blockchain that's enterprise that is on taking new businesses and new ideas, then it does have that opportunity of having a ridiculous market cap. So that's kind of why I'm like, oh yeah, you'll see two XEN products in the top five, top 10. It won't just be one, and that's the issue here, in my opinion. Too many onesies and not enough integration. So the only chain that's really integrated here is Polygon, and that's why they're on the top, right? Integrated directly into ETH. That's that EVM. Doge is just there. Our XRP, that's the army. Cardano, I don't know how it's still here, but it's still here. Hodling. Cardano is the proof of hodling. People hold for dear life. Again, price will stay stabilized. They're like showing you that on a major market. Imagine this happening in a market with a smaller amount of people. The amount of X's the prices can do. But yeah, proof of hodl. Solana came back hard. Don't count out Solana, man. FTX birth child still on the charts. Justin Sun coin, Charlie Lee coin, Gavin Woods coin, and then another CZ coin. See, CZ used to have two up here. He used to have BNB and BUSD up here, and so all that FUD. He had two coins in the top 10. Shitting on him. Look at AVAX number 16. Shiba Inu, they have a lot of shit umbrellaed under them too. They could have like 4 or 5 coins up in the top if they could create that type of mass adoption. But that's what I mean. I'm looking at this as more of a mass adoption. You know, oh yeah, see, like if you're in the Eve Moss, this is your coin right here. Cosmos. See, Cosmos is down under this. The Leo coin, which is Alibaba. Yeah, below the Alibaba coin. Chainlink, of course. Wrap BTC just hanging out there. See, Bitcoin used to have a whole bunch of Bitcoins up there. So all of it has changed. That's actually a fun thing to do. If you've never done it before, they have like the history chart or something like that. I forget where you can get it. But you could check out like the history. You should go way back and look at like 2017, then look at like 2019, then look at like 2020. You'll see that every coin they shuffle around always. And the problem I still think that we have in crypto is onboarding, because everyone stays in Bitcoin and ETH because these are the best plays in the cycle of crypto. Like if you want to call this the crypto low before like post $100,000 levels, like yeah, you would have made so much more money if you just bought Bitcoin and held, or just bought Ethereum and held, rather than playing with the shit coins. And again, that's why I'm bullish on Zen, because it's connected to ETH, right? What it does solve in the Ethereum problem is the peg. It's really hard to find another coin to provide liquidity against. Usually you only provide it against a shit coin. Actually here, let's see if this can pop up this way. Nah, I gotta skedaddle. Where the DEX is at? Is there, I don't think I can see their top trades. Let's see if we can see a top trade. Oh, I guess it'd just be Uniswap info. We'll use Uniswap info. So what I want to see, just on some quick analytic, I would like to see if these coins are just traded on ETH. You know, and I know that I don't know actually if CoinMarketCap is calculating derivative tokens into market caps, right? I don't know if they're doing that, because again, they used to just be centralized exchanges, which a lot of this data was driven from, but then they did plug in the decentralized exchanges, so that could play a factor in you know, producing a bigger market cap, because you're gonna have Uniswap up here with 23% of the share of the market, and then DYDX, man, I could have really got into that. Order book, trader saw. Damn, then BCA, let's see, then you got Binance Chain up here. Oh, look at that. Pulse X, number 10. Look at that. Let's keep climbing the ranks. Let's keep climbing the ranks. Nice little setup here. But where is this thing at? Where's my Uniswap.info? Where my Uniswap.info, cuz? Yeah, you see this shit up here, traded TLV. Only 708 million USD. That's crazy. Hold on, let's go over here. Where's DeFi Llama? Can I look at single coins on all chains? That would be wild. Let's see, USDC. Can I see this spread out amongst all the chains? Does that analytic not exist? I don't think it exists. It'd be cool to see like how USDC is spread out amongst chains, to see how dominant it is in TLV. See, like this is saying that it has a 300 or 730 million. Oh, never mind. That was for Avalanche. Just kidding. Yeah, 27 billion dollars of TLV locked up on ETH, and that's why it's going to be the most dominant for sure. And of course, a lot of it is in the staking. So a lot of people are still staking on ETH. The learning curve is there. A lot of people are like, yeah, it's ETH, man. Stake on ETH. Even I got pulled into that shit. So a lot of people are staking. Then we do have those compounded DeFi tokens with the MakerDAO, which is going to be your DAI. It's always going to be up here in liquidity. The believers. The proppers. They're propping up that support there. Look at that. Coinbase wraps dig ETH. Pulling up the ranks, man. Damn, question mark on the TLV. So TLV stands for total value lock. So it's good to see these locked up coins in the billions of dollars over here locked up. Um, I'm still questioning why it doesn't trickle out of a lot of places. Tron still has billions of dollars locked up, dude. This one is amazing. Like, what the fuck? You know, Just Lind, hella, hella. I don't know. I have no fucking answer for why it's like this. But it's good for business, and that's kind of why I'm like, all right, like I see ETH, but there's other people building better businesses than ETH, and this idea of just like ETH is the hub makes me just drives me crazy. Like, damn, man, like, is it really the hub? Like, all right, people built liquidity on Arbitrum. Okay, all they did was move liquidity from ETH over here. So proof of bleed. 2.5 billion bled over to Arbitrum. Like, what's stopping people from bleeding ETH into other places? Now, Tron, that's Justin Sun's blockchain. This is when you see Tron here, you could just think of this 1.5 billion as Justin Sun. That's one singular man. You can go look him up. He's fire, and that's why it's like he built out the ecosystem of the shitcoin. And a lot of people still do Tron to this day. And Tron was the funnest time I've ever had in crypto. Very fast. Got really salty when the fees got a little higher, but that was the prover test, right? To be like, do people really like this blockchain? And they have a lot of liquidity and a lot of users over there. Binance chain though, proof of bleed, because it's so easy to bleed into this from any EVM. Another proof of bleed, 1.02 billion Polygon. Optimism, Coinbase's proof of bleed. The proof of bleed into Coinbase to track your ass. And then we got Avalanche, very low. They're gonna get crazy though, because they can transfer Bitcoins. So out of all these blockchains, this is the only one that actually has a Bitcoin bridge. Everything else does not. Right? ETH is waiting for people to build that bridge. But then even then, you know, will Ethereum put the focus on Bitcoin because it steals from their market share? That's the question I keep asking myself, and why I'm bullish on EVMs to hold Bitcoin and be the route between Bitcoin and ETH. It won't be like Bitcoin to ETH. It'll be like Bitcoin to Avalanche to ETH, Bitcoin to X1 to ETH. And then that's the issue with ETH. Ethereum should want to be side by side with Bitcoin. But, you know, that's crypto politics, I feel like. That's why we're getting all this extra shit. Because also, too, they build their own liquidity. They get their own thing. Look how big they are. Look how massive they are. Mixin. The hell is Mixin? I've never heard of this blockchain. What is Mixin? Index. Chronos. This is crypto.com. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just fucking chilling right now. I'm just looking at these chains. Make it a play. But yeah, this was just a tiny stream. I stream for the same amount of time I always do. Hong Kong buys billions of crypto in June. Exchange goes live July 1st. XEN and X1 built to scale. Stereo salesman. Blockchain's not built to scale. Yo, thumbs down. It's not built to scale. And that's why, man, I can't even have a scaling conversation nowadays. Like, I'm over here literally going through the motions. Look how fucking boring crypto is, dude. Y'all need to bleed out of this stupid concept of like one chain rules it all. It's an industry. This is obtainable by any chain. This 4.8 trillion or billion is obtainable by any chain. And it can bleed into anything. And that's kind of why even the chains haven't understand this shit, because they don't have a valuable product like a DVZen to offer to their users to keep the users clicking, to keep the coins burning. That's why Zen is amazing, because it's got this ecosystem that it drops into your blockchain and brings users to come and burn your fucking coins. You want to push your chain to a Zenian, because Zenians will provide you with clicks that you're looking to sell. That's how blockchains make money. They sell clicks, and you can't tell me any other way is different. That's what my full analyzation is. They selling clicks. Faster the click, the more profit. Faster the click, the bigger the community. You know, and a lot of companies haven't, or brands haven't even started this philosophy yet to make their blockchain good. And that's why DBZen is going to be extremely successful because it's not a blockchain, it's a token. And it's a token that makes your blockchain catch fire. And if you could play with it the right way, your community can lopside the traders because then all the tokens go back to the community because that's what's happening here. Eventually, the community will decide it's time to go up. When that happens, I still think it'll be when we get on this other chart lower. Um, it's the Zen versus DBZen. I went to sleep. I went to sleep. I don't want to check out these chains no more. These chains is dumb as hell. But yeah, look at that. If you've been watching the channel, had a nice dump. Again, we're looking for these lows. Would love to see DBZen forcing the peg so that way it makes it 100% the end of the cycle. Now, if we don't get down here to force the peg, if we just get down to do a triple bottom on 4 million Zen, 4 million to 1, that'd be 2 times the price. Maybe that would be the DEX, or what do you call it? The protocol fee, right? So that's what you're dealing with is these two things together. That's the real money. That's the real money. Everyone get out. That's the real money. Yeah, there's a game after that too when everybody gets out. And then you're the last one standing getting all the divs. Boy, they mad as hell. So, 0. Oh. 2 DXN, which is $23. And then Zen. See, like this is the real way to do it. See, look at that. Zen's falling down. Man, I knew it, bro. I knew it. I said it. That's why I didn't buy Zen. I sold my Zen. I sold it when it bumped. I was like, nah, too much availability to go lower before it needs to turn around. The turnaround for Zen will be DBZen. So if more people catch on to DBZen, then Zen will turn around because people will start burning for DBZen since nobody burns for Phoenix. And this proves that burners control the price of Zen, and eventually they will always control the price. Right now, the minters control because they can sell Zen they've been sitting on or Zen that's coming out until they are exhausted from sailing. And that's why if we get back down to these levels, it's really exhaustion. That was a real exhaustion. Like selling down here in March, you were exhausted, dude. Zen was so cheap. It's cheap. It's super cheap. That's why I don't know if we'll get that cheap, but definitely we could break some barriers down here for a good buying opportunity for those watching, because we know that that's the cheapest Zen I'm going to be able to get maybe for a couple months, since we're nearing the bottom. Now the lows, like give them to us, but I don't think we can get down to this low because it would, again, I mean, maybe we do, and it would all go into DBZen and Phoenix. It would just be like, so it would for sure disappear. You let Zen dip to those lows again, and that Zen is off the market, like as in burned. So I wouldn't mind seeing that dip. But yeah, I sold my Zen already because I'm like, we're going down. It's been confirmed too much. We're like dancing right here. Sold the DXN, waiting for these lows, pumping on my ass since now you know. Feel me. Finna get up out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. If you had the day off, vibe, go back to sleep. If you're just waking up, hey, enjoy your day, bro. But other than that, man, I'm up out of here. Just want to give a little insight. DBZen Mondays, Avalanche community, we coming for you. We're going to suck the blood out of your blockchain. The Zenians are here. Avalanche.